If you've ever been doom scrolling Instagram or TikTok in the past week, you've probably come across this silly little dollar.
Utterly break due to stresses placed by the nail on the whole bottom of the cup. On the hole. Call my hammer a Smith and Wesson the way it be putting holes in cups and she.
His name is Yapdollar or Fiveish, and he's been all over my feed for the past week. I've probably been sent this guy's post to my friends countless times and had fun rewatching his videos. But come to my surprise when I see this on my screen. If you don't know what the screen is, it basically means that the user got banned, and it made me think, what this dollar even do to deserve getting deplatformed entirely? Their entire account just nuked. What I thought was a silly little joke ended up being one of the most intense yap-filled situations I've ever seen. All because of one insane individual. Firstly, to give some context onto who this actually is, Yapdollar is actually known as Fiveish, a character created by a Jewish organization for spreading gospel and awakening Jewish children to their heritage. It also just so happens to be that in an effort to preach this gospel, they hired 31 undocumented immigrants to do contracting work for them. In a confusing bit of irony, it also just so happens to be that they chose a $5 bill to be their mascot. Whether or not this was intentional or not, I don't know. My working game theory is that they just want people to donate $5 bills, I suppose. They play into it pretty well, considering that they hold auctions, and with the $5 bill mascot, I mean, it just looks like they want people to donate $5 bills. And also just look at it. I mean, it's a $5 bill that just looks friendly. Who wouldn't want to give them $5 for making them smile? Which is also why the format of the Yapdollar videos works so well. You just can't take whatever was happening in his video seriously. Now that you know a little bit more about the character and where he came from and how exactly this plays into everything essentially. In 2024, a TikTok short came out from an AI-generated Chinese user who is now deleted, where the Fiveish dollar character is depicted talking over some science experiments and the AI just glitches out.
Into the water, use the same nail to make a hole at the bottom of the cup. You will be surprised to find when the nail pierces the bottom of the cup, the same cup bottom completely cracks. You will be surprised to find when the nail pierces the bottom of the cup, the same cup bottom completely cracks. But if you prepare a basin of water and pour it into the water, you will be surprised to find when the nail pierces the bottom of the cup at that moment, your cup bottom completely cracks, but it is precisely pierced by the nail with a round small hole.
For some reason, the TikTok and Instagram algorithms just spread this video around a lot, where people genuinely found the dollar pretty funny. And this is where the Yapdollar character got his inspiration to make more videos like in this style. One thing you should know is at this point, taking into consideration, the Aura company is not the one making the videos. It was just a random user who decided to use the character to make AI slop videos. However, the creator behind the Yapdollar account did use this video as inspiration to make his own account with the character and to also just make funny jokes and videos to make people smile. In early August of 2024, the Yapdollar account was made. An Instagram meme page known as MF Pharaoh is growing tired of his posts on Instagram being taken down and deleted. This is something relatively common since the AI on Instagram just usually takes down posts due to false flagging all the time, and this can be a real detriment to the account. Wanting to recreate the charm and continue the legacy of the dollar bill, he created the account Yapdollar to try to make posts very similar to the original one that was being made. This is one of the biggest growths I've personally ever seen on Instagram, and the account blew up overnight and gained over 250,000 followers, all in the span of just over 4 to 5 days. The people had spoken and were coming to like the dollar bill so much that it was being spread around everywhere. Things were looking great for Yapdollar until suddenly one morning he was awoken to this message. The account was banned, and not just that, he was hit with one of the hardest bans to ever come back from. For those that don't know, when you get hit with an IP violation strike, this isn't just someone claiming a couple of your posts. This is the business entity claiming that your entire page, and not just a few posts, are entirely theirs. Essentially speaking, this is one of the hardest bans to come back from on Instagram, let alone social media in general. So all in all, who do we really blame here? Surely the character creator, right? Well, not exactly. Legally speaking, the character does belong to the Jewish organization known as URA, so surely this is just a done situation then. Organization just took down the character and all their posts, right? Things got a lot deeper on paper, and just a few short days ago before his ban, the creator actually knew that something was brewing. Something he could have never seen or known would ever happen. Do you remember the original clip that set all this in motion? Well, it comes from a user known as Prongonspotty69. He was using the dollar originally alongside some other characters to spread his conspiracy theory ramblings. Some of these posts I tried listening to, I tried watching through. They're all just about alien conspiracies and how the government controls everything while not making any sense.
What are they hiding at the Grand Canyon? This is what they don't tell you. The Grand Canyon isn't just a natural wonder. It holds the secrets of an ancient, advanced civilization. But that's not even the craziest thing that was recently discovered. In a 1909 newspaper article, there were claims of an incredible find, saying an explorer discovered a hidden cave filled with Egyptian artifacts. The Grand Canyon has been studied for centuries, so what's really hidden within it? This is where things get scary. In the article, explorer G.E. Kincaid allegedly found a cave containing statues, tools, and hieroglyphs that resemble those of ancient Egypt. But here's the twist. Some scientists believe it wasn't even the ancient Egyptians, but an ancient, advanced...
Basically, all you need to know is that this guy's page is just your average Facebook boomer's thoughts and ideals. But one thing you should know is that this person has no hold or creation rights over the actual dollar character. And so this unhinged individual just saw the success of Yapdollar was having and got extremely jealous of his growth. Who knew that when you're making people laugh and aren't using your platform to spread unhinged thoughts and conspiracy theories that people would genuinely like you and that you'd be more successful? This isn't a hard thing to understand. It's not rocket science. One person made a video on unhinged thoughts and the other person made funny jokes for people to laugh at. But this guy couldn't understand that and got incredibly jealous of Yapdollar's growth. Seemingly at their wits' end, they created a bunch of alt accounts to try and spam report Yapdollar. That didn't work. Next, he made a bunch of videos trying to make Yapdollar out to be some sort of fraud, which didn't really work either. The videos don't really make much sense, and it's just saying how he's the original. Again, already established. He was using $1 to be a Facebook boomer, not for comedic purposes. I don't think anyone's arguing this. Meanwhile, Yapdollar was using it just to make people laugh. And seeing how his smear campaign didn't really get much traction since people love the dollar, he went on his last resort to try and report Yapdollar, the actual organization, for breaching the use of the character. In a now deleted Reddit post, a user who was believed to be the original unhinged user states that he pretty much forwarded all the information he had on Yapdollar to the Jewish organization, pressure and take action on the Yapdollar. In a funny bit of irony, they actually did see this, but not only did they delete Yapdollar's account, they actually deleted his own account. I actually forgot to mention this earlier, but this is just extremely hilarious to me. He bought a botting software for his Instagram account where if you were following Yapdollar, he would block you on his own Instagram account, which is just extremely funny to me because it was 250,000 people. If you were following Yapdollar, you got blocked by this guy, which is just extremely hilarious to me. So basically, he self-reported himself while trying to get the Yap deleted. And it also doesn't help that not a lot of people even know what happened. It just randomly disappeared. It doesn't help that the org itself is getting a lot of backlash over the decision to delete the account, which really seems unnecessary and ultimately distracts people from their actual cause. Pharaoh seems to be getting a lot of support and people genuinely miss the dollar. After talking to the creator of Yapdollar, he does seem to be working on an alternative using his own character that's soon to be published. I feel like some good can come of it, maybe in exchange for the org to bring back the page. They, in exchange, get some awareness to their beliefs and maybe shout out the actual organization. Hopefully the actual family beliefs and not the beliefs of hiring undocumented immigrant workers at labor camps. But at the end of the day, hopefully some good can come out of this situation soon and the Yapdollar hopefully makes its return someday.